Hello, my name is Samar. I also go by Sam or First Time Panner. Any of those who want to call me, you can. I just realized I forgot to close my window, but I'm not going to get up to close it, so you're going to have to hear the cars in the background. I live like probably 20 feet from a main road, so sorry. This will be an update for my 26 and 2026. There goes some dust, as always. I only have three products left since last update, so this is going to be a pretty quick video, and then next update will be the finale for the first round of products and the introduction for the second round of products, so it's very exciting. But for now we just have these last three hanging on, and the first one that I'll talk about is an empty, and that is my e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. It's all done. I'm wearing it for the final time today. Yeah, I rolled this in maybe like 3 or 4 months ago as a replacement. No, I think just like 3 months ago as a replacement for I think it was my loose powder that just like no matter how many times I used it, I was not making progress on it. So yeah, I went through this very quickly, but I use every time unless I'll talk about that later, but almost every time I do my makeup, I'm using a pore filling primer because that's like my absolute must have for when I'm doing makeup if I want it to actually look good. So this is done. I'm excited to have another empty in this project and for my empties video because I kind of need as many empties as possible. I'll talk about that later, but I do have another full size of this, so I'll probably just start using that one starting tomorrow. And then something that I thought would be done by now but is not is my NYX Pro Fix Stick Correcting Concealer. This is in the shade Dark Peach, and I'm wearing it today as I kind of have been so lazy. I just use this instead of like using a little bit of this and then putting concealer on top. I just use a bunch of this so that I don't have to do multiple steps. Probably not the best because when I use too much of this, I do look yellow. I mean, I already have yellow undertones, but I look extra yellow. Maybe you can see it on camera, but I just can't care anymore. Anyway, this is what it looks like now, and I'll also show you on the paper, but here it is. That's all I have left. And I don't know if you can see, but like toward the bottom of where the product is, if you can see that crack, last update, as I was rolling this up, it just like broke and fell off. So I've been struggling with it ever since then, and it's been really annoying to use, which is why I was hoping to have this done by this update so I could just be done with it, because every time I use it I have to sorry, the cars are really loud out there right now, I don't know why. I have to just roll it up the tiniest bit, because if I even have it rolled up like this much, it'll like pop out. Like multiple times since last update, it's like popped out, and luckily I caught it. I wouldn't use it if it like rolled onto the floor or anything, but I have to be very careful and cautious when I use this. But it's not done yet because this past month I went out of town or not just out of town, but I was just barely doing a full face of makeup, and I'm even planning, I don't know, but I'm planning on doing a video about it because I literally used these products so many times. But I went out of town 3 times in the past month, and then I also like have just been so busy that I started bringing like that, and I use the exact same products every time, that same makeup bag. Then I started bringing it with me places when I was like too busy to do my makeup at my desk, and nothing that I am currently panning in any project was in that makeup bag. And when I usually don't bring products that I'm panning when I travel, because it's like a little bit of a break, but I had no idea how many, because even not all of those trips were planned, and I wasn't expecting to. I was literally expecting to bring it to 1, maybe 2 out-of-town trips for like 2 days. If I had known ahead of time that I would basically be living out of that bare bones makeup bag, I would have put all of my panning products in there. Alas, I did not. So that really long rambly story is my explanation of why this is not done and my next product doesn't have nearly as much progress as it should. But let me just quickly show you what this looks like on the progress paper. This is how much progress I've made since last update. This right here, this line is like the very bottom of the packaging right here, but I really don't think I'm gonna be able to get it like completely flush with the packaging because again it's broken, but I know for a fact next time this definitely will be done just in time for the refresh. But the one product that I still am not 100% sure about finishing it by the refresh is my foundation. This is the e.l.f. Camo Hydrating CC Cream in the shade medium 330W, and this is how much progress I've made since last update, and I definitely have not used this more than 10 times. I know that for sure because there were plenty of days when I just wasn't wearing makeup at all because that's how crazy my life has been. And then most of the days that I was wearing makeup, I was using stuff out of that travel makeup bag. So yeah, I don't even think I used this 10 times, which is kind of interesting considering I was able to still make a pretty good jump. But yeah, I still have a lot of this left for a month of use before I have to roll in my other products, which will include multiple foundations. However, as long as I just actually start doing my makeup more frequently, and when I do my makeup I'm actually using this, I do think I can finish it, because even if I just do my makeup twice as frequently as I was this past month, I'm pretty sure I can finish it. So yeah, I'm gonna make sure that I'm not using anything other than this foundation if I am actually doing my makeup. And I am wearing it today on top of a few layers of this color corrector, but I do really like the finish of it, especially like I didn't use my the kind of like glowy primer that I usually use on top of that pore filling primer is this Supergoop kind of like highlight sunscreen stick. And with most foundations I prefer when I use something glowy, but I've noticed that with this one, I don't know what it is, because despite the name it's not hydrating. I tend to like this just over a pore filling primer. So I think until I finish this, maybe I'll just keep doing that. But regardless, I really like the finish that and the coverage that it gives me when I do that combination. And then of course I set it with a setting powder. But yeah, I just wanted to mention that because I have grown to like this foundation. I don't think I'm gonna repurchase it, especially since I have other foundations that I still need to get through. But yeah, I'm definitely not hate panning this. So that's all for this update. I managed to be filming for 10 minutes now, even though I literally only had 3 things to talk about. But that's just how things go on my channel. I'm gonna go because for some reason, even though I'm filming this on Memorial Day and I think almost no one is working today, rush hour traffic has started. So yeah, I'll just see you in my next video, and until then I hope you have an amazing day. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.